Hello everybody, my name is Mattie and today we're back with another reaction video. It's been a couple weeks since I've done my last one, but I thought I'd hop right back into it. This one comes from another viewer suggested comment, so thank you for that. It's another K-pop group called EXO. The music video we're going to be reacting to is Love Shot. I'm going to give you my analysis from a music production standpoint. What's happening with some of the elements? Does it sound good? Let's dive in. Here we go. Alright, we'll start. Starting off with some filtered voices. I'm going to guess that that's probably the main melody that they're going to bring back in, kind of introduce it with a filter so it sounds crushed, it sounds a little bit farther away, gives it a nice effect. I bet money that that's coming back. Nice. Nice simple start, just a couple of chords with a swing sort of reggae feel on the upbeats that they're coming in, and great vocals. Building it up. Nice. Dang, okay. I was right. I told you that that melody would come back again. Great melody, by the way. And I love the way that they slide up into it. It's not na 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 na. It's na. They start a little bit flat and slide up into it, gives it some character. I love it. Background, they have some brass with some bass line to help give it a sort of a full sound. It's a dirty sound, and a lot of EDM songs throw in that heavy brass, but I love to see it. It's not too complicated, not a lot's going on, but what is going on is super great. Oh, they came out on the offbeat there. Okay, they just added in an arpeggio, playing some. Throughout the background, they have some sort of trap-ish hi-hats doing some trills and some rolls. And then underneath, they have a heavy sub. And then behind that whole thing, they have a synth playing on the upbeats. And that's sort of keeping the rhythm to the song, and it's probably the main part of both of these verses that I've heard so far. There's that arpeggio. Oh, different voice completely. A little bit lower. I let this play out. I dig it. I like the song. Oh, a little water drop? Love to hear that. All right, yeah, so the same thing's going on in that drop as happening before. They have that melody, which is awesome. Na, 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 na. And then behind that, they have some heavy drums. They have some trap hi-hat. They have some brass stabs. They also allude to an orchestral vibe in the build. They have some string stabs, which doesn't always lead to brass stabs in the drop, but having some of those orchestral elements means they're probably more likely to happen later in the song. That's sort of what happened here. I'll play you what I'm talking about, right? There it is. Right there. So those are some string stabs. Whether they were actually played with a violin or an actual string section, probably not. Probably just a synth emulating some of those sounds, but that lets me think that they're going to introduce some more orchestral elements. At least in my arrangements and mixes, that's what happens the most for me. If I'm including something like a violin, I'm much more likely to include also another orchestral element like a French horn or something along those lines. Really catchy. Super great. I love that water drop there too.
It's the love shot. People come and people go. 세상에 멈춰서 너와
Okay. Like that chord.
감정들에 서서히 익숙해.
Alright, what's happening right here is a filtered synth, also with a Reese bass. A Reese bass is when you have detuned, so slightly off pitch from each other, so that there are different tunes and they are stereoly separated. So in each speaker that they're coming out, different sounds. It gives sort of an uneasy feeling, and a lot of EDM songs like to do this to kind of give that uneasy stereo bass effect. And that's what's happening here. It's ready to build into a lot more. Right now, the frequency spectrum is just in the lower ranges, and I'm expecting it to continue to grow. Maybe even the filter grows as the energy grows. And then once they come back into this final chorus, I'm assuming, then it will be more impactful.
심장이 타 내 말을 다 갈라질 듯한 믿음의 날 너로 적셔 틈을 채워가 꺼질 듯한 내 맘에 불을 붙여놔 Yeah It's the love shot
Oh, those triplet drums, according to triplets, nice.
It's the love shot It's the love shot
Let's hear some ad-libs.
It's the love shot
Nice, nice. Look at this last scene. I like this last scene. This guy, I don't know if he's like the lead guy or if he like misses cue, but he's just like, oh yeah, it's all about me. I got this. Oh, that's awesome. 500 million views. Not even close to surprise. That was so well done. Amazing. EXO, Love Shot, music video. So great. I love that melody. That melody, as soon as I heard it in that first part with the filter like this, I just knew. I was like, all right, it's got to come back. That's a great melody. That's probably going to be the focal point of the song. And a lot of times, a song like this just needs one focal point, right? The verse was really good. The build was good, but it's all building up to that focal point, which is that melody. It's singable. It's catchy. You're going to remember it. And that's the part of love down, right? That's the part you want to sing. It's awesome. Something that I really did enjoy about this song was the use of the Reese bass that I mentioned before, that you can hear in the beginning. I'll play it for you. Right? What's happening is they're slightly detuned in each speaker, and because they're slightly detuned, it perceives a bigger stereo effect. And I really like that sound. It sounds really filtered. It sounds dirty. It sounds nice. And they use it over and over again. That's a recurring theme that they come back. They introduce it in the beginning, same with the melody, and then they bring it back even in the bridge. Another thing I really like about this song is the swing vibe and the groove that it has to it. When you hear ba na 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 na, you want to move, right? The kick is swung slightly, so instead of bum 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 bum, it's bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. It's not that dramatic as I'm making it out to be, but that's what's happening, which is kind of giving you the groove. Bum 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 ba ba da 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 bum 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 ba da ba da. Right, and that's super catchy. And then on top of that, it has that upbeat chop, like bum 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 boom bum 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 bum, and all that together just sort of makes you want to move. Really well done. To be completely candid, some of these K-pop bands that I watch, I don't particularly enjoy so much. It's not really my cup of tea for music-wise, but this song was really great. I actually really enjoyed this song. Love Shot, EXO, EXO. Way to go. Way to go. Melody, killer. Production, killer. Singing was awesome. Dancing, also pretty good. Thank you so much for watching my reaction. That'll do it. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you can take away a sand of knowledge from this video about music production to help your music productions. Or maybe you just want to know about what's going on. That's fine too. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.